for quite some time, since he's born, yeah, until 3 months, and Moses' mother is not able to hide him anymore. Perhaps the patrol was becoming tighter, and the baby is growing bigger, and she cannot hide him anymore. So this is what happens. She puts the baby inside the ark, and she tells her sister, Miriam, what you do, stand afar off and wait and see. Now, is there any instruction which is given to Miriam? She is told, see what will be done to him. Only that is the instruction, correct? Yes? That is the only instruction that is given to Miriam. Then the daughter of Pharaoh comes down to bathe at the river, and her maidens walked along the riverside, and when she saw the ark among the reeds, she sent her maid to get it. Now listen, people of God, how was it that on this very specific day, not any other day, we are told that the Pharaoh's daughter came down into the river to bathe? How was it? What coincidence was there? I want to believe that it was a providence of God that made it possible that only on this day, the Pharaoh's daughter comes to take a shower. She comes down to bathe at the river. And on this very day is the day when Moses' mother hides Moses in the same river that used to swallow the lives of Hebrew children, the same river which was eating up the lives of God's children. So, something strange happens when you read in this text, that when she comes down to take a bath, she spots something. She spots this ark on the river. But see, she was not alone. She was together with the maidens. Now, I want to ask you, how was it possible that not her maidens saw the ark, saw that basket flowing, but only the Pharaoh's daughter saw the ark floating? Have you ever wondered? Have you read that? Have we read together? It's the Pharaoh's daughter who saw the ark and not the maidens. And so she sent the maid to go and open it and see what was there inside. Hallelujah, church. Let me tell you, there is something special that God has put inside you. And sometimes it takes Moses, and sometimes it takes special grace and favor in some people to spot that thing. Let me tell you, because Moses was a godly child, he was a kingly child, he could only be spotted by kingly eyes. Hallelujah. Today you are a son and a daughter of the Most High God. We belong to him. We are heirs in his kingdom. I pray that God may send just the right people in your lives, in all our lives, to just sometimes realize the potential that is in each and every one of you to the glory of his name. But there's something more that we also learn about this verse. And this is it. She's told, Miriam's daughter is told, go and see what is going to happen to the baby. But when she's the king's daughter asks the maid to go and see what is inside, she runs from wherever she was and she asks a princess, perhaps she called him madam or ma'am, can I go and get a nurse so that she can nurse this baby for you? Was she told like that? Was she given that instruction? Was she given that instruction by her mother? Yeah? How was that possible? Let me tell you, children of God, that there is nowhere in this chapter that we are hearing God speaking, but God has infiltrated every part of this to the glory of His name. Hallelujah. There is something more that we are learning from this chapter this wonderful morning. Sometimes, I interact with students, and I always like to digress a bit, and I tell them that we need mentors in life. If you know that you know A and B, then your mentor should also know C and D and D to guide you in this life. You see, just a simple girl, she goes an extra mile, and it just it turns the whole story around. And then the mother is given the baby back to him and is paid. I want to ask you, what is it in this life that you are holding so dearly in your life? You don't want to release it. You don't want to release it. And which, when you release it, can prove such a big blessing. How many of you have been employed, given wage for bringing up your child? Now, Moses' mother is being paid. Is it a small thing to be paid for 12 years? If she had not hid that baby for 3 months, she would not have gotten the... yes, she didn't get the three-month wage bill because she hid him, Cindy. Perhaps if he had released Moses earlier, she would have been paid. Yes, she is paid for bringing up her very own baby. Hallelujah, church. Let me tell you, sometimes we are holding, there's something which you are holding in your life, and you need to release it for blessings to come into your life. So the child grew, and she brought him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. She called him Moses, saying, because I drew him out of the water. And I don't know what was Moses' name before he was brought to the palace here. I don't know what they used to, whatever the name they used to call Moses. And it's not of my interest, because we know Moses as Moses, and everyone knows Moses as Moses. And for me, that is enough. This wonderful morning, we have learned about this very short excerpt from this chapter, and I pray that it may be a blessing to each and every one of us. Sometimes somebody has given up doing something in their lives, and you are afraid. You're saying, I cannot venture into this. My father ventured into this and it failed, and my brother, our first brother and second brother, and that brother and my uncle tried to venture into this, but he utterly failed. He used to pay tithe, and he utterly got up, heartbroken. He tried this and this in attempts to in the growth of his spiritual life, and he felt, so I don't want to venture into this. I want to tell us this wonderful morning that the same river which used to take up the lives of Hebrew children is the same river which Moses was hid. Hallelujah. Yes. By the grace of God, you are able to do everything that God has designed for your life to the glory of His name. Naomba niweze kukaribisha the team that is ahead of us so that they can